This is exactly what they call kill them with kindness. Even Christabel's husband is afraid of eating food in his own house. This is exactly what literally happens when you treat people that wrong you right. Loving people that hate you get them confused. I'm so happy that Christabel's mother is always telling her the truth, especially when she is wrong. Unlike some mother that will support their children even when they are wrong, and at the end of the day, the marriage will end up in divorce. I'm so surprised with the way Christabel's husband is handling this whole thing. I mean, even if Christabel's husband is not sleeping with his PA, is this the way that a PA should dress to an office? I mean, what if Christabel happens to be a client that came for a deal in your office? Will she come to your office and start behaving like this? You will end up losing a lot of job opportunities. This is not how a PA should dress to an office. It is so frustrating now that after all the effort that Christabel is putting in, everything is not ending well. I know that Christabel fighting in the husband office is not nice, but for the husband to call the security on his wife, I mean, this is just the height of it. You should understand that this woman is only fighting for what belongs to her. She wants her family intact. She's never going to leave her family for this your PA that just came in. After what happened on the last episode, that Christabel's husband left the house to the office, all in the name of having a lot of job at the office to fix, he came to the hotel to meet his mistress that happens to be his PA. You can imagine what a married man is doing. All because of what? A little disagreement between you and your wife. You decided to run into the arms of another woman. This is not enough reason for you to do so. And right now, the PA is claiming that he is the only man in her life. So what are you now expecting? Very soon, this PA will try to blackmail you if you are not very careful. And if Christabel is not fast enough, the PA will demand that the husband will get married to her. So perhaps share some of his properties at the office, not knowing that a maker wife sent somebody to monitor their movement, and this person is actually videoing them. If only Christabel's husband knows what is coming for him, he would have, stopped this movement before now, because this kind of scandal will ruin his reputation. This woman is going to publish all the information that is getting from this person that she hired, and that will end up ruining Christabel's husband and her family. Christabel complained to the mother that the husband is cheating. But the way Mama actually handled this case, how sure are you that your husband is cheating? Because you can't just come out of the blue and say that your husband is cheating. Did you catch your husband cheating? That is what a good mother should do, and not jump into conclusion. According to Christabel's mother, Christabel has to be 100% sure that the husband is cheating on her before laying an accusation on him. But Christabel went on to tell the mother that she is sure of 95%, and the mother insisted that this is not enough. I love this whole thing. I know that this woman is trying to make sure that the daughter's marriage works. He asked her a question. Do you want to leave your home for another woman? Your husband, PA? Is that what you want to do? You need to fight for what is yours. So make sure that this whole thing will be something that you are very sure of before you can come out to say it to the world. And then the mother went on to tell Christabel exactly what to do to be able to capture the husband. Having listened to the advice that the mother gave her, when the husband came back, he came back home with a very severe back pain. And when he got to the bed, Christabel looked at the husband and saw the way the husband was behaving. And she went to ask him, what is the issue? When the husband opened his mouth to say that he's having a back pain, all of a sudden, Christabel offered to give him a massage. And the husband was very surprised. This is the same thing that the husband has been looking for all along. But Christabel was not sensitive enough to know the desires of the husband. Rather, she was very focused on creating fake content and deceiving people out there. The husband was very surprised, and she held the husband and was trying to give the husband a massage so that he can actually, be relieved from the pain that he's feeling at the moment. You can see how a married man is so scared of the wife. Is he thinking that the wife is going to press him down with a pillow to kill him? Because I don't understand. Why are you so scared of your wife? Christabel needs to learn from this whole thing that is happening at the moment. Early in the morning, Christabel woke up and made the husband his favorite breakfast. Can you imagine? And the husband opened his mouth to say, it is not my birthday. Why are you making me my favorite breakfast? And Christabel said to the husband, I don't have to wait until it's your birthday before I can give you prepare your favorite breakfast. The husband is so shocked at what is going on. Is this my wife, or did she just change overnight? What is really going on? Is she trying to kill me? In fact, for him to actually eat the food, he was looking at the wife and also offered to give the wife some piece of the food that he's eating. This is a proof that he is feeling that the wife want to poison him. You can imagine what happens if only Christabel was treating the husband right. The husband would not be thinking about Christabel trying to kill him. He went ahead to eat the breakfast in peace and left the house. He was very happy and at the same time very surprised at the actions of the wife. And then the mother of Christabel went ahead to teach Christabel how to take care of her husband so that the husband will stop seeing other people out there. Because she told her that that is exactly what happens when you start fighting your husband at home. You should have been very peaceful. Every man deserves peace. And if he cannot get it at home, he will run out into the arms of another woman. And Christabel prepared a very sumptuous lunch for the husband, and the mother told her to put on her best clothes, go to the husband office and present that food to the husband. This is how caring the mother is. The mother wants her daughter's marriage to work. She doesn't want a divorce or a broken home. And I'm so happy that Christabel is learning from the mother, and she's also putting the effort to make sure that everything is fine with this marriage. When she got to the office and the husband received a call that the wife came to visit, he was so surprised that the wife suddenly prepared lunch for him. This was the same man that has been begging the wife to cook food, but the wife kept on insisting on ordering food from other food vendors out there. But when the wife came and brought the food, the husband was surprised again, and the wife said, I am trying to make sure that this whole thing works and we stop arguing. Then the PA walked into the office and was behaving very funny. My question is, what if Christabel was a client? Is this the best way that the PA should behave in his office? I mean, look at what the PA is even wearing in the first place. That is what triggered Christabel immediately. And Christabel started saying that the husband is sleeping with the PA. Obviously, what you are saying, your allegations are all true, but you don't have proof because you didn't catch your husband in bed with the PA. And the PA, when she realized that Christabel was the boss's husband, stood up and wanted to move out. But Christabel immediately held the PA and picked up a fight with her right in the husband's office. And the husband was shouting, instead of you to apologize to your wife, you are rather apologizing to your own PA. Is this how far this whole thing has gone? Are you trying to tell us that you cannot make peace with your wife all because of your PA? Is this how much you now love your PA that you want to give up your own family for her? And Christabel was so surprised at the way the husband was acting right in front of her. The husband forcefully pushed the wife out of the office. This is where I don't seem to understand Christabel's husband. You should be careful at the way you are treating your wife if you don't want a divorce, at least for the sake of your child. When Christabel came out, she met the PA standing outside again, and she was very upset that Christabel came to the office, and immediately, out of the provocation that she got from the husband's office, picked up another fight with the PA right outside. She was ready to beat up the PA mercilessly for messing up with the husband. That is how you get to know that every woman is always very, very protective of her own territory. You don't have to come in there and misbehave, because with the way this whole thing is going, Christabel will end up losing this marriage. In fact, she is the reason why the husband no longer cares about how she behaves or anything at home at all. But I'm very surprised that the husband is so upset with Christabel that he wants to push Christabel out of the office by force. Even when Christabel was so frustrated, I mean, the effort that she put in trying to make the husband very happy, to be a happy man and the rest, the husband is failing to see the effort that Christabel is putting in. And that is what is paining her the most. In fact, at this point, she had to, open up her frustration before the husband. Then the husband now asks her to leave the office, else he's going to call security on his own wife. This is the husband doing too much. How can you call security to pick your wife and throw her outside? Because according to you, she should go home, and when you get back home, the two of you will now iron out things. But we'll get to find out on the next episode. Please like the video if you are not like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I will bring the next episode as soon as it drops. But for now, take care.